What's up, guys? Dan again from Headwaters Kayak Shop, and Moo Moo Outdoors is here with me. You guys saw him last week in the viewer's rig video showing off his boat, but I wanted to get down to some more nitty-gritty details about his quick release anchor system. You know, I don't use it enough to really talk intelligently. If you watch Moo's channel, you'll see he uses it quite a bit when he's fishing in the bay, or recently in the port of Sacramento he used it. And so I wanted to get a little bit of details, a breakdown of how you guys can set up your own quick release anchor system. I get a ton of questions about quick release anchors, or how do I disconnect from my kayak while I'm fishing for sturgeon, etc. So talk me through it. How's it work?
So quick release anchor system is basically you have little clip. This is called a clamp clip, and you can just release it without any effort, basically.
And then that connects to the back of the kayak? Okay, yeah, just connect right to that pad eye there.
Pad eye right there.
Okay.
So basically, I got a lot of information from NCK forum. Actually, there's this guy wrote an article about it, really detailed.
NCK.org, in case you guys don't know, is a fantastic forum that we have here in Northern California. It's the people that got me started. In fact, here, go check them out, NCK. And gosh, there's just so much knowledge in that group.
Yeah, there's just so much information out there at NCK. So I took his write-up, and then I kind of developed my own system, and I developed what I call it a drill-less quick release anchor system. So since I already have a pad eye here, I use that pad eye. It basically run on nylon rope, which works well with the clay. So basically, feed the rope through. Even if you don't have a pad eye, you can just tie it down to wherever, any point of the kayak if you have one. If you don't have anything, you can always install a pad eye. I do have a pad eye back here, but I like to use this because I can reach with my hand if I need to mess around with it. So basically, run a rope to your clit and just locks in place. And whenever you want to release it for any reason, effortless. So this is the anchor itself. I run 8-pound mushroom anchor. A lot of people run 7.5, the grappling anchor, and some people run 5-pound grappling anchor with some chain attached to it. I feel the 8-pound is plenty heavy enough in the delta or in the bay. The current is really strong. Sometimes current gets more than travels more than 2 miles per hour, so it's pretty strong current. But 8-pound is plenty of holding a kayak, or actually even 2 kayaks. And you will need about 100 feet of rope. Ideally, poly rope will work better than nylon, because nylon does absorb water. But this is what I had in the house laying around, so I'm using it. The 100 feet of rope and the extension cord, the winder, we get from the hardware store for like $1, and a float. This is my crab pot float that I use.
Is that your cell phone number on the side so everyone can text you?
No ID number for the crab trap. And at the end, I have the bungee loop attached to it.
Okay.
So,
all right, show me how you'd set it up if you were going to anchor out.
When I'm sitting on my kayak, let's say the water depth is 10 feet. I unwind at minimum of 10 feet of rope. And then a little bit more.
Kind of compensate for the waves that might come through?
Yes. And when you're anchoring, you want to let out at least twice the water depth, or even 3 times. And the more rope you let out, the better it's going to hold. And I'll show you why that is in a bit. So basically, I drop my anchor. Oops. And then I unwind. Let's say I'm in a 10 feet of water up to 20 feet, and then basically using the little hook here, hook the rope, and using the bungee, basically feed the rope attached to the kayak, do the bungee loop, and the current will travel, and you're set.
Right on. So now you hook into a 75-inch sturgeon. You just come up here, release that,
and you're free.
And
or, like I said, the current is really strong, and if you get, for some reason, snag on anything, maybe a log, submerged log, and you don't really have a lot of time to react to it because it's just going to pull you under the water. In that case, quick release, and you're free.
So it's so important to be able to disconnect when you're anchored up, especially in the fishing we're doing out in the Delta and in the Bay. You have to be able to get away from that anchor, but you still want to be able to circle back. Say you want to fight your fish and you want to get back to the spot you were at. This is a great system that allows you to do that.
And the reason for the bungee cord at the end is this actually makes it a little bit easier to slide, and also gives you a little extra give.
Mm-hmm. And if you guys want to see this actually in use, name off a couple of videos. And I'll put them in the end in the description. But a couple of videos where you're using this setup, Moo.
San Pablo Bay, sturgeon fishing. I think I have 2 videos within the last 2 months.
Yeah, I think the Port of Sac maybe you had it too. I know you had it in the San Pablo Bay.
Oh
one.
yeah, Port of Sac too. I used this
So,
system.
and both those videos were really good. I enjoyed watching them, and that's actually what inspired me to make this video to try to educate people on this setup. So hopefully it helps you guys out. Anything else you want to add about it, Moo?
So the when you let the line down, I was saying I should go at least twice the depth of water. The reason is, let's say the depth of the water is about 10 feet and you let 10 feet. It means the line is pretty much vertical. And if the current can easily push the line sideways, and it will move the anchor. But the more angle you have, the current is going to push the line down, and the anchor is going to hold better on the ground.
Oh, interesting. I've actually never heard that logic. I've always done it, but I never heard the logic of why. But that makes total sense.
So if you, in case like you have even 3 pound anchor, if you let out 100 feet of rope in 10 feet of water, you actually might hold it.
Awesome. Awesome, man. Well, I appreciate the detailed explanation, you guys. If you have any more questions on this, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section. Moo and I will definitely be watching this video and be available to answer your questions. So, Moo, thank you so much for showing off your kayak, showing off your anchoring system.
Thank you for having me.
And then, again, you guys, I can't encourage you enough to go check him out on Instagram, check him out on YouTube channel. It's one of my favorite ones. If you actually want to watch some fishing in Northern California, this guy does it all. He does, everything from bass to sturgeon to, crabbing, you name it. This guy's out there living the life. So, thanks so much. And, man, I couldn't be more honored to have you on the team, Moo. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much, Dan.
All right, you guys. Until next time, this is Dan and Moo.
Moo from Moo Outdoors.
And we're wishing you happy paddling. We'll see you on the next one.